I have reviewed a couple of LED panels so far. Well, one. I'm gonna release another one later. But anyway, this is the cheapest LED panel so far. It's definitely budget friendly. This is the Neewer, I'm gonna go with Neewer CN160 from Amazon, and it's about £20. It can be powered using AA or Sony NPF batteries, and there's an indicator on the back to tell you how much power is left. Approximately. Very approximately. The panel comes with two different coloured diffusion gels, one for daylight and one for tungsten. There's a small screw hole in the bottom of the mount so that you can attach the panel to a light stand, and there's also a cold shoe so you can mount the panel on top of a camera. Build quality wise, it's alright. The panel is almost entirely plastic, but it hasn't broken yet and it doesn't feel too flimsy. The locking mechanism for tilting the LED panel up and down, it also feels a bit plasticky, but it does work, unlike certain other lights that I own. Certain soft boxes, for instance. On, off and brightness are controlled by a dial on the side of the panel. Onto the most important part of the review, the light. I have turned off both of my softboxes and I just have my backlight on now. I'm going to turn on the CN160, hold it out at arm's length, and this is how much light you get at full power. It's not quite as much as the softbox, but for a £20 light, it's not too bad. And this is the amount of light you get from the Aperture Amaran M9. The CN160 is a bit brighter. It's definitely brighter than the Aperture, but when you look at the size difference, the CN160 is 16 times bigger than the Aperture, and it puts out maybe twice to 3 times the amount of light, but it's definitely nowhere near as bright as my Amaran 528S. So the amount of light you get from the CN160, it's decent. It's good enough for a backlight or maybe some subtle fill light. Bear in mind that the CRI isn't going to be particularly high, certainly nowhere near as high as the two Aperture panels, but then again, for £20, you can't really expect it. Certainly the CRI of that panel is nowhere near as bad as it is with these two soft boxes. Don't know if you can tell, but I really love these soft boxes. But new high quality soft lights are expensive. Hopefully when the channel's a bit bigger I can improve some of the lighting. And we all know which lights are going to go first. I feel like we've got a bit sidetracked. If you're just getting started and you don't have much of a budget, then the CN160 is a great way to learn some of the basics of lighting. Even now that I have some more expensive higher quality lights, I still use that LED panel from time to time. And for £20, you can't go too far wrong. If you found this video useful, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing so as not to miss any new videos. See you later.